talk to the individuals who are working hard behind the scenes of our 5 sustainability coalitions of action. My name is Louise Chester, and I'm very pleased to be joined today by Katie Decker, Global President of Essential Health and Sustainability at Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health. Hi, Katie. Welcome, and thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Great, Louise. Thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. So the first question for you today, I really want to get to know your motivations, and I wanted to find out what really got you interested in working in sustainability.
Great question. And I've been working in this space. I'm not a long timer in this space. It's maybe been 3 years. And what got me into this is the portfolio of brands that I lead are brands that have been around for over 100 years. Like Listerine, like Band-Aid, and really thinking about what do today's consumers and customers want in these brands? What are the benefits they're looking for? And how do we keep these brands relevant? That's where sustainability became a clear need for the brands. But the more that I got into it, and the more you sort of peel the onion on the whole field, you can't unsee it. And it became this tremendous pivot moment, I think, in my career and in how I look at our business and our brands, that we needed to make a pretty significant step change in how we were integrating sustainability into our business overall.
Brilliant, thank you. So if you look then, Katie, at your career so far, what's proven to be the most rewarding thing that you've worked on, or project, etc.?
Well, it's actually along the lines of what I was just saying. About a little over 2 years ago, we launched our Healthy Lives mission at Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health, and that has by far and away been the most rewarding, the most fun, and the most exciting thing I've ever worked on before. And it's because it's so easy to emotionally connect with, right? Everyone at Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health comes to work every day because they want to make people live a healthier life. And how can you help people live a healthier life if you don't have a healthy planet? It's an ecosystem, right? Those two things are interconnected. And it's so easy to emotionally connect with that it just galvanizing this movement, which has gone end to end across all of our functions and globally across all of our regions, has been an absolute pleasure. And if I think about where we were 2 years ago and where we are now, we are light years ahead of where we are. We still have a lot to do. We are still, I would say, at the beginning of the journey. But we have so many in-market successes to talk about now that it's really rewarding, and it's been fun to see how much passion this has unleashed across the organization.
I love that. You've got so much to look forward to then in the coming years. Maybe you haven't even achieved that most rewarding highlight of your career so far. So my final question then, I wanted to ask you, why is inclusive leadership really crucial to tackling sustainability?
If integrating sustainability was easy, everyone would have done it already. And what's challenging about it is, first of all, it's end to end, it's complex. It's changing things like packaging, it's changing things in our world, changing things like operations, changing things like formulas. And in order to do that, some things are low-hanging fruit, right? You just pick them right up off the ground, you change policies, you change procedures, you connect with everybody to make them understand what's the lens with which we need to look through. But some things you just hit technological hurdles, right? And innovation needs to happen. Things need to be created to get to the next level. And that's where I think inclusivity is incredibly important, not just from a background perspective, but from a way of thinking perspective, from a functional experience perspective. The most inclusive and diverse teams are the ones that solve the greatest problems and the greatest challenges, because it takes all types of people to put your heads together to solve some of these things. And these are some of the biggest problems in the industry, right? So I think at least how we try to run our teams at Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health is to make sure that that not only are they diverse, but there's a high sense of belonging and a high sense of inclusion, so that we can, work together to solve some of these big challenges. So it's incredibly important.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, Katie. It was really great to get to know more about you, your motivations, and hear a little bit about the projects that you have going on at Johnson & Johnson Consumer Health.
Great. Thanks for the opportunity. And we are so excited to be part of CGF and the different coalitions of action, and just to see even the progress that those coalitions have made, and also how it's helped us shape our strategy internally. It's been incredibly, incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.